What's going on, Wacky Cat? Today we're going to be talking about WWE 2K24. It hasn't come out yet, but lately I've been thinking about the possibilities, the new advancements of this new edition next year. There hasn't been a release date of yet. I think they may stick to that new March release date that the last couple of years they've been sticking to. It's been doing wonders. But what I've been thinking about with 2K24, the future 2K24 of WWE, will it be cross-gen? Meaning, will it also be on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5, where you can play it on both consoles, the old gen, the new gen, and same with the Xbox. And that has me thinking, like, the reality of this is 2K23. The graphics are phenomenal, and yet they're on cross-gen platforms. And it's really a slight difference. You really can't tell. So we gotta give 2K their props. They have done a remarkable job meeting in the middle where they can cater to both consoles, the old and the new. So if they was to, and we're not sure what the deal is. Will WWE 2K24 be a dedicated new gen console only for new gen console? Because you're taking a risk by doing that, because you're going to be alienated the people, and you may leave some money on the table if you just make 2K24 for PlayStation 5, for the Xbox Series X, and leave the old gen behind. Because some people still at this point haven't bought in with the new gen. They still have their PlayStation 4s. They still have their PlayStation 4 Pros. It's still working fine. And we all know what happened with the consoles at the beginning when they first came out. The new consoles have been out for maybe going on 3 years now, or maybe even beyond 3 years. But the first 2 years, not only do you have people not buying in the first time these games come out, these consoles come out, you also had scalpers scalping it. These consoles were extremely hard to get. So this cross-gen cycle of video game developers making games for the old and the new consoles may be extended more, because if you ask me, I think this is the time. 3 or 4 years is when game developers should kind of start to just get away from the old gen, shut the old gen down. It was a good while it lasted, but now you guys need to come on board with the new gen. Now we see that with Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a PlayStation 5 exclusive, so we kind of can see it being pushed for some companies. But back to WWE 2K23 and 24. If they was to make, and this is just a theory, and all this is speculation. Let me just get that. All this is speculation, just me thinking out loud. If they was to make a dedicated, only for the PlayStation 5, only for the PC, the advanced graphic cards, and only for the Xbox Series X, could the graphics and the advancements be even more better, be even more realistic? That's something to think about. And because this is the way I see it. When you make a cross-gen game, what 2K22, 2K23 has been, two cross-gen games, you really, to me, and this is my speculation, you're really not pushing the limit of both or either side. So you're not really pushing the limits, a dedicated limit to the PlayStation 4 of how good it can actually be, and you're not pushing the limit of the old gen. Or maybe you are pushing the limits of the old gen to even catch up with the new gen. But if you make a dedicated game strictly for the next gen, that will be more advanced graphics, if you ask me. I mean, logically thinking, on paper, if you just dedicate it to the new software alone, because to me, they're meeting in the middle. If they're dealing with some of the limitations of the old gen, I'm not trying to complicate things, but it's going to be very interesting if WWE 2K24 is on cross gen, which it's going to be a risky thing either way, because like I said, some people haven't bought into the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5 yet. And you may be leaving money on the table. So to play it safe, I would say one more year of cross gen, making games for the cross gen with the WWE series with 2K is fine. But when we start getting to 2K25, if that's a thing that's going, then I think, okay, you just need to go only to new gen. Now, there's another thing that we got to talk about is, as far as that, if they go only next gen, it's going to be a lot of pressure, because now you have that stigma of, okay, you're only exclusively to the next gen. You're going to show us your full power now. If you, I mean, you would think logically, you'll show your full power, your full potential. Do they have enough time? Because they got to hit the ground running. Once they make one installment, they got to get jumping on the next one. And what new advancements will they make with 2K24 to begin with? We're all going to look for the advancements. Now, people talk about match types. Will we get new match types? We haven't got a new match type in a long time. We just recently got a new match type with 2K23. The Survivor Series match with the big two rings and cage, we got that. But the team at 2K now, I think, are going in the right direction. 2K23 to me is one of the best 2K games. There are some things that needs to be fixed, that needs to go away in 2K23. Well, and that needs to go away in 2K24. That's not. You need to make the game more realistic. There's a fighting stance. We all seen it. The little fighting stance that the wrestler do. This was introduced with 2K22, and then it was in 2K23. It wasn't in 2K20. It wasn't in 2K19. You know what I'm talking about? The little fighting stance. I have no idea what. I think this is as far as it's with the system of how this new game goes. It's like the deal with the direction. But that, to me, I'm gonna be honest, and this is just my opinion. I don't want to be mean, but I gotta keep it real. That little fighting stance to me seems like it's not supposed to be in it. To me, it seems like a thing that should have been washed out for the development of the game, and maybe they couldn't have washed it out, or because you can't tell me that. I mean, I don't know. I'm just speculating, but that doesn't look good. That little, and it's a nitpick, and people, I don't notice it, but I notice it. Realistic. And if you see my channel before, you know I like realistic simulation, slow wrestling games, like move slow, but not too slow. And then a lot of you guys like fast-paced arcade style. Even if you do like fast-paced arcade style, we don't need this little motion. I hope in 2K24 they get rid of that, or make it less pronounced, where you barely notice it. And to be fair, this new, and it's not just 2K, it's other game developers, and I've seen it in other games. I play a lot of video games. This new next-gen technology, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, I have noticed in many games, many different types of games, that the AI is off. it's almost like some developers are having a, I don't know what's going on. They're having trouble making the AI do certain things. The AI seem confused. Not with just 2K23. Sometimes the AI does seem confused, but for the most part, is decent. But other games, uh, I'm a big Starfield fan. Uh, the AI, when you hit, so the AI acts weird at times, and other games too. Only new next gen games, open world games. The AI, so it may be a learning curve here with these developers with this new next gen technology, because I see better graphics, but the AI and the movement, the realistic movement, the logic of this AI was better in the last gen. So maybe it's a learning curve. I don't know. We shall see. But 2K24, uh, a little early to talk about it, but no, not really early. I mean, if it comes out in March, then it's not. We can start getting a little hype, start talking about it, start talking about what needs to be changed, what needs to be done, universe mode. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. Next gen, what do you think? Do you think WWE 2K24, whenever it releases, whenever it comes out, we just talking, do you think it should be next gen only, new gen only, or cross gen, meaning both consoles? But then, like I said, if it does go next gen only, we are going to be wanting to see new major advancements, because now we're like, wait a minute, you are new next gen only. Why is this game still looking the same? Why is it still acting the same? We should see way more. It should be a night and day difference. And is 2K going to put that? Because to me, that's going to be pressure to do that. Like, okay, we're going to be new gen only. We're not going to be making no more PlayStation 4, no more old Xbox. So now the people are going to be looking for huge advancements, because we're going to be basically setting the precedent of, okay, this is how much better the old gen is from the last gen. And if it's not that much of a difference, then we're going to be like, people are going to be like, wait a minute, you could have put it on last gen. See, if it's not, here's the thing, if WWE 2K24, and this we were just theorizing, it's just on next gen, there may be a discussion of people saying, well, was it worth it? Will it be worth doing if we don't see huge advancements? Is it worth possibly leaving money on the table and neglecting the people that still have the old gen? Because a lot of people still have that. Will it be a risk? And like I said, it probably would be too risky. So keep it on both gens. But then when we get to 2K25, if that's the thing, then that will be long enough. It's just moving the needle. You just gotta move the needle. But anyway, I want to make a quick announcement. I will be making future videos, 2 future videos to talk about this situation. Wacky Cat channel. This channel right here is coming up with major changes here. And I'm just going to briefly talk about it right quick. From now on, my Wacky Cat channel will strictly be talking about wrestling video games and the WWE, AEW product, possibly. That's all, wrestling. This channel is going to be all wrestling. I'm not going to be putting any other videos, Starfield videos, other videos that don't have nothing to do with that genre. I'm going to be making a separate channel talking about Starfield, other games, Spider-Man on its own, because this is our own community. Most of my subscribers are wrestling fans, play wrestling games. It's a community. I don't want this channel. This channel is becoming a little all over the place. I want to stay at one subject, because sometimes when you're a smaller YouTuber, you don't want to mix too many communities up. Like, I'm mixing the wrestling video game community with Starfield community and the Skyrim community and the RPG. You might want to separate that. Now, some channels can do it. Big channels can talk about of different subjects, but wrestling, I have passions for many things of video games, so I'm just going to separate the passion. So you guys that watch my Starfield, my other videos, stay tuned for the link in my future video where I will be talking about my new channel. I'm going to call it RPG Cat, talking about Starfield, going in on different things. So, guys, from now on, there will be two more videos talking about different subjects to get the guys and gals that do like my Starfield content on this channel to direct them to the other channel with links and stuff. So it will be a couple more, other videos talking to non-wrestling video games, but wrestling video games only. Wacky Cat channel. Thanks for subscribing. If you subscribe to the channel now, and if you like the other channel, subscribe. The links are coming, future videos. But anyway, more WWE 2K videos to come, more wrestling video, more WWE 2K24 speculation. Sometimes I imagine things that may not even come true, but I speculate. So anyway, I'm Wacky Cat. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'm out.